Welcome to World Cup Report Worldwide, a podcast dedicated to worldwide events in the Blood Bowl community, with your hosts, Tim and Steve.
Welcome to World Cup Report, Amorical Edition, Episode 6. I am Tim Vitamin T Lyons, and with me, as always, is the biggest name in American Blood Bowl podcasting, Steve Kilowagi Campbell. How's it going, Steve?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I mean, the longest name anyway, probably.
Well, there's that, plus I'm on two of them, so there is that.
Yes, it's true.
I did just get the NAF to fix the podcast page because I happened to see that they had us listed, or both down, listed as the longest running Blood Bowl podcast. Or the first one.
I really noticed that too, but I didn't say anything.
Oh, I messaged. I did a post. I'm like, that's not right. It's not us. Actually, Tackle Zone was first, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But nobody knows Tackle Zone
Probably
anymore.
for like one more year, we still have more episodes.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But not for long.
Man, it's getting close, but
yeah.
Speaking sort of a podcast, I did get our feed put up on YouTube now.
Oh, well.
So for some reason it didn't do all the old episodes, I don't think, but it should have all the new episodes going forward. So anyone listening to this, if you want to listen on YouTube for whatever reason, it's there.
Nice. We could do some reenactments of those old episodes, Steve. Get them on there.
Jeez.
Podcast reenactment.
God, that'd be horrible. I'd have to listen and then remember stuff.
I know, right? We have to dress up in period clothes. Like a real reenactment.
I'm wearing the same stuff that I had back then.
Yeah, see? So good. You're on board.
Literally the same Cubs jersey I've had since 2014.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 2016, I guess. No, 2014. Yeah.
They had it for the winning times then. So.
Yeah. It's the 100-year anniversary of the Wrigley Field. So.
Ah, yeah.
Not what people came here to listen to.
All right.
Before we get into stuff, I just want to get your opinion on this. It has no bearing on anything, but
oh boy,
someone mentioned on the Discord for World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people so against the draft format and we go to Swiss on everything? And I was confused from them because I'm like, what do you mean? So draft in that concept is instead of, the 6 people and one plays 1, 2 plays 2, etc. The 2 squad captains would get together and somehow determine who goes first. And they would pick the first matchup. Yep. And then the second one pitches the second.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There are pros and cons to this. Yeah. I don't want to tip my hat as to which way I go. But what is your thoughts about that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's really fun and adds an awesome strategic element to team tournaments. And I think World Cup in particular is too big and not about just the best team and the highest strategy. It's supposed to be like that somewhat, but more a big celebration of Blood Bowl with the biggest tournament and the most fun. And for that event, I would keep it simpler and not do that. But I do think that is a cool and fun way to do team tournaments.
Yeah, Jananu is the one who's running the World Cup. I know other people involved, but he's the only one I know.
Yeah.
And he does a team tournament in Malta that does the draft. And I agree. It does sound fun for like a smaller event.
That would be my concern. Like a lot of the complicated ideas that I think are great that people want to do at World Cup, just like the worry to me is that World Cup has hiccups and there's problems. Plus that will not take a lot longer.
Well, I don't know about that.
There's
because people are talking about
teams. Somebody's going to take a long time.
Well, that's the thing too, is like someone was talking about it'll only take 5 extra minutes. No, it doesn't.
Because if you're doing it fast and correctly,
well, that requires
every one of those teams to be that fast and do it correctly.
Exactly. It requires both of the coaches to find each other immediately.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It requires them both to be able to discuss it. So if there's a language barrier or a drinking barrier, we've got problems. And then also you have to take time to see, okay, who do you have on your squad and what races are they playing?
What are you guys playing? Yeah, right. Yes.
That would take way too damn much time.
I would worry that would be the issue. Like, a Moracle Cup or a Euro Bowl or
Well,
pretty much any other event, I wouldn't have a problem with this. And I think, in a sense, it's probably more competitively fair.
right. That's what they were saying, because then you don't
I think
have
that's true.
immediately bad matchups.
Right, right.
But like I said, I would just worry as well. Let's say it was done in to Alicante.
Hmm.
Imagine every team having to wait for that to get figured
Yes.
out before they know which table to go to.
Right. Like, where's everybody going to be during this time period of where you're figuring out how to put people
Just
where they are?
standing in the middle, and then how do
You know
you?
how they'll be? A bunch of them will sit down too, and they have to get up and move around. And it just sounds like logistically
Yeah,
too much trouble, in my opinion,
and you'd have to
for
tell
an
them
event.
where to go too.
Right.
It's not just okay. Well, we made the matchups. No, it's now we made the matchups. Okay,
Hmm.
A, you go to 5. B, you
Right.
go to 3. And like, what? I'm confused. Who did I go? No,
Yeah.
you're at the wrong one. And
Yep.
yeah,
I don't know. It seems like it would be too many moving parts for an event that size, in my opinion.
mine too. So that's really all I wanted to bring up, because
Yeah,
it
no,
was
it's a great, interesting question because I've always thought that was very cool and adds a nice element of strategy. And I thought, oh, that'd be fun to play in a tournament that does that. But
heck,
World Cup is just too large, in my opinion, for that to work.
yeah. I captained one time and I just played one time, and both times there's so many issues that you run into that you don't expect.
Yeah.
We had one round, I think it was last time, it could have been the time before, where the captain didn't even show up for like 20 minutes into the round because they
I
were
think
sick.
that was last time when
Yeah.
we were on the same team. That sounds familiar to me.
And we just, if that would happened,
Yeah,
what
and
would
you
we
can't
all
draw
be
the
doing?
matches.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. I mean, are you going to be hardcore enough to like forfeit them some or what? I
Yeah.
mean, there's not really another option.
And
I
then,
mean, you can't equally penalize the teams because one guy doesn't show up.
right. And then if they speak a different language, then you got to try
Hmm.
to explain that or
Right?
get a ref.
Yeah,
Anyways, I want to drive this into the ground because
sure.
I don't think it's a horrible idea, like you
No,
stated. It'd be fun.
I think it's great, and in a lot of ways,
Yeah. But not this.
I'm a big advocate for just everything as simple as possible rules wise at World
Yep.
Cup.
One,
I don't want the team builds or the tiering or anything to be complicated. Just like the more basic it is, in my opinion, the better. It doesn't have to be the absolute pinnacle rules of perfect strategy.
no.
It's more about pinnacle rules of perfect fun.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing, like restricting star players. There
Hmm.
shouldn't be any restriction on star players. If you want to play them, you play them. Now, you may not have any skills. That's fine.
Sure. Yeah. When you say restriction, like banning. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Ideally, you can craft your rules where every player somebody can play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's plenty of people in the NAF who are named after a particular star player or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
now you're on the biggest stage you can be. It's my, oh man, I've always loved this guy and now I can't even play him.
Now he's
It's like,
relegated to be a
fun.
coach. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Right.
Okay, let's get into Amorical Cup. It is coming up close.
Yeah.
What do we got? 10 days left in ordering from the website?
I believe that is correct. So yeah, I think there's 10 days left where you can buy stuff for sure from the swag shop. I'm sure they'll have it available after, but
He said not
it's
much.
not yeah, right. Yeah, they will not have very much. So if you want any of that, you'll want to place orders now.
Yeah, so go to the website, go on Discord or wherever. I'm sure we've posted it. Both Downs posted it. You guys
Yeah,
posted it.
we reposted it. Yep. I think it's like t-shirts and stuff with the logo, those kind of things. Hmm.
So if you want that, get it. Support the event. Everybody
Yeah.
should, but you don't have to.
Right. And about that much time till rosters are due as well.
Yeah, I just submitted my final one.
Oh wow, not me. I
Hopefully,
haven't decided.
hopefully we
I got a tournament on Saturday to work it out
nice.
last minute.
Hopefully we will get the tiers done in time that we can discuss what we're taking.
Right. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a press to push them through all this week, but
Yeah.
we'll just try and make an effort.
Okay. With that being said, let's go on
Yeah.
to tier 3. We're looking at 3 squad points for this one, 1.17 roster budget,
Hmm.
7 skill points with a max of 1 stack. And these are Chaos Dwarf, Imperial Nobility, Necro, Tomb Kings, and Underworld Denizens.
Yes. Yeah, I think some real winners in here. I actually every team I think playable this
Oh,
tier.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, they're 4 at 3 points, so they better be. But
I think Chaos Dwarf is probably the weakest. What do you think?
I mean, maybe that could be, but they're a bit of a dark horse for just being a very strong team if they get tiered low enough.
Yeah,
They have some of the highest starting blocks still, a lot of tough players, a lot of strength access. So
that's true.
still a really good team. But yeah, I mean, all these teams are good. So yeah, you might be right.
So, what type of roster are we looking at if you took one?
So I think to me the biggest question with these guys is whether you're going to take a Minotaur or not. And I did work up one both ways, and I think for me I like the with Minotaur build a little better.
Yeah,
Um, you have to go down to only 2 rerolls instead of 3, and only 12 players instead of 13. But and I fit an apothecary on the no Minotaur build as well. But I mean, you can get every positional, which you only get one sneaky stabber, but I think that
that's
doesn't matter
plenty.
that
Yeah,
much. Yeah, and I only took it because I had exactly 20k left. But you can fit in the Minotaur, 2 bulls, all the blockers, 2 flamesmiths, which I mean they're not like amazing players, but they have brawler and good armor and
hmm
strength access, so it's very useful if you got the money, and still 2 rerolls, so
and
they
if
look
you
pretty solid
need
to me. You
if you
know.
need to pull off a crazy, I need to bring this person down, and they have 5 strength, go
Hmm.
for it.
Yeah. I'd probably juggernaut the Minotaur here and
Yeah,
try and use him to blitz a lot. Um, Definitely 3 guard blockers, maybe 4. You could do a mighty blow 1, 2. It just depends on how you like to play. I feel like the bull skills are probably the biggest question mark. I block obviously great, but break tackle actually works for them again, and they can take mutations now too. So if you wanted to put 2 skills into them, you could give them stuff like extra arms and try and carry the ball with them, I suppose.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people love carrying the ball with them, and it's hard to
They do.
argue with 9 movement and 4 strength.
Right. And I mean, the biggest problem there is they have trouble picking up the ball and dodging, and you can take skills to alleviate both the one or the other of those things, really.
Definitely, yeah. Or both if you stack. Take two
Well, you
heads.
can't put a mutation on because it's secondary for him. So,
Okay. Well, shoot.
but you could, I guess, sure hands break tackle them or something if you really wanted to. I would not recommend that.
Well, I mean, it's not horrible. Tomb King
It's
start
fine.
basically with that.
Yeah, but this takes up like a lot of your skills.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I like the non Minotaur roster too. I mean, if you've played with Minotaur before and it burns you, then you can use some extra, put some of your guard on your flamesmiths or something with the extra skills. So,
Yeah, if I played him, I think I'd have to play with the Minotaur. Anytime I can play with the Minotaur is a fun time.
the Minotaur is always fun unless he costs you the game.
Or he dies immediately,
Right.
which doesn't happen usually now. I
No,
mean,
it happens to me like every time. I'd probably play without him, even though I think I agree with you in general. I've just been
right.
burned with him playing Chaos Dwarves before.
I definitely get that. Next team we got is our Imperial Nobility, which,
Yeah.
if you've ever heard me talk about this is to me, the dark horse, like, surprising it's down that low team.
Arguably true. I mean, they were a solid team. So sometimes if tiered low enough in the previous rules, and they've improved in pretty much almost every way.
They got cheaper, they got more skills, they got better
Right.
passing. I mean, geez.
Yeah, better agility on the linemen. I
Yeah,
think losing a movement on the bodyguard's the only knock they took. So, but it fixed pretty much all their team building problems,
absolutely.
and they can do basically everything here: 3 rerolls, a full roster, 13 players.
And that
I
was
mean,
the
they
biggest
get it all.
biggest problem I had playing him before, and I've played a lot, and
Hmm.
I do pretty well with them.
Yeah.
It is just the attrition
Yes.
because
They do have a low armor lineman.
yeah, and they used to be really expensive.
Yeah.
So
Right. It was hard to fit in even a 12th player with
right,
any rerolls and all your players in the past.
exactly. So
And that's
taking
tiered near the bottom back then. So,
right and taking 11 with that team is rough. And
yeah. Yeah.
so, like at Spike, my only 2 games that I lost were both opponents just fouling the crap out of me,
Sure.
and
Right. And then now
it
it's
works.
7 players left. And
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Well, You don't have to suffer that way these days. They can easily fit in plenty of players.
Absolutely. So, what type of roster are you looking at?
I mean, for me, I'd take all the positionals, 4 bodyguards, 2 blitzers, 2 throwers just worked out that I had the extra 30. I suppose you could take a mascot instead if you didn't want a second thrower, but I don't know. They're extra armor, so that alone's worth it to me. Um, I like to do 4 guard on the bodyguards and then a dodge blitzer and a tackle blitzer. That's sort of my jam. I know you're a big fan of frenzy with these guys, and I do think that is good and interesting. So you could work that in here too, certainly. I also had 1 extra skill, so I guarded the ogre and
Yeah.
3 rerolls. So it just seems like you have everything you could want.
Yeah, pretty much that's what I'm running. Guard on the ogre, 2 guards on bodyguards, 2
Mhm.
frenzy,
Yep,
dodge on both of the blitzers,
sure.
and 1 thrower, 12 people, 3 rerolls, and a mascot.
Sure.
I mean,
Yep.
I I would like to have more people, but to me the rerolls are more important.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
get it.
tackle would be nice to take someone down, but I have frenzy,
If
so
you have 2 frenzy, you don't need it as bad. And
right,
then maybe the dodge is better.
and that allows me more mobility,
Right.
obviously.
And more defense too.
Hmm. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's very solid. I haven't played with them yet, which is surprising, but I haven't played a whole lot of games with the new
Sure.
rules yet.
Yeah.
I should test them before I go.
Oh,
That's
probably.
not going to happen, but I should.
Right. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Wow, getting violent over there.
No, yeah. Yeah. Take that, listeners.
So yeah, I'll be interested to see how they wind up. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like this team really wants for anything.
right,
So, yeah, I
and
mean, you are using 3-year squad points for them, so they best be good.
right, exactly. Next up, we got Necro, or
Yeah. And they were recently moved down to tier 3. So
yeah. What do you think about that? Because
I,
they're
I
still a good team.
I was interested in them when they were tier 2. So
Yeah.
I think they're great. To me, they're the best tier 3 team. Probably they're very similar, honestly, to Nobility. They just do a lot of the same things. Have kind of similar roster these days.
Mm-hmm.
Used to suffer similarly where you couldn't fit everything in because of the money, and then now you can.
Yeah.
And now they're getting a 7 skill that they weren't before. I think so. That's don't hurt.
Definitely not.
I mean, you can fit in 2 of each positional, even the 2 ghouls, still get a 12th player, which is a thing they used to have to sacrifice, still fit in 3 rerolls. And then this team's always kind of needed a lot of guard. I have 4 on here and then just block both werewolves, and you have 1 extra skill to put on a ghoul.
Yeah.
I would probably block or wrestle them myself, but I don't know. That'd be for me. I mean, Necro, great team. I think they would do very well.
Yeah. It's definitely a team that a lot of people really know well, and you're
Yeah,
getting a lot more than you normally do.
right. Right.
I do love werewolves. Like,
They're so good.
they're so much fun.
Yeah.
Didn't expect me to get you 10 squares away. Haha. Next up, we got Tomb Kings, kind of the opposite. All strength and no speed.
Right. And they are a team that I think really improved under the 2025 rules. Maybe that hasn't borne out, and I'm wrong because I mean they just seem like they would really be able to take advantage of the secure the ball, and it's just plus the team got better and cheaper,
Yeah.
so they seem awesome. I mean, and there's a lot of Tomb King aficionados out there. They're not for everyone, even with secure the ball. They're a very specific play style, but I don't know. They seem real good here to me.
Wonder if Spider's going.
Right.
He is the guy who's taken Tomb Kings to Chaos Cup 10 times, maybe more,
Right. Yeah.
and gets up in the top tier a lot.
Right. Very often.
Basic build on this, like anything fancy that you could do, or just
I mean, there probably is. They a lot of times they'll do things like take Wilhelm Chaney or a star player, so you don't have to worry about the Edge 4+ as
yeah,
your only ball carrier, and you could do that. But I just don't feel that's as important now that you can secure the ball.
right.
So I'd rather just not do that and not sacrifice the skills and the money and just take a full roster of all the positionals, 13 players, 3 rerolls. Seems great to me. I fit a mascot in too. That extra. Couldn't quite get the 14th skeleton anymore.
All you gotta do is kill some people.
It's true. Yeah, you can just raise one now. It's another way they improved. That's true. A lot of times they always did like 4-guard tomb guards in the past, but now that they're brawler, I have 2 mighty blow ones. I guess I just feel happier hitting with them than I used to.
Yeah, I think I like that too because now I won't see as many block ones.
Yeah,
I
right.
would much rather see guard than block on those guys. And now that
That's
they
true.
have brawler, not many
Yeah,
people are going to put block on them.
you wouldn't think so.
You
I
wouldn't
mean, you
think.
could certainly.
Yeah,
You have the extra skill points here to block 1 or 2 of them if you want.
for sure.
But with brawler, it'd be I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to do it.
Yeah, it feels redundant.
Just feels you're not taking advantage of one of their improvements in that case.
Hmm.
They're a great fouling team too. You load up on skeletons.
Yeah,
You want
definitely.
big guys to knock people down. So I don't know. They seem real strong to me. But this whole tier does. Like I think any one of these teams could be great.
Speaking of, the final one we have is Underworld Denizens, which is
Yeah,
going to be the wildest one for sure.
right. And I mean, this is kind of the boogeyman of the last rules. Honestly,
Oh yeah,
people forget they had to make multiple rules changes to rein them in. And those rules changes persist, but they are better than at the end of the last rules because they got all the Skaven improvements
yeah, that's a big deal,
and weren't punished by any of the Skaven losses.
man. So, what would you do on this one?
Right. I made 2 lists here because I thought that Glart Smash Rip is so cheap and so few skills that you could easily fit him in here,
Hmm.
and I think you can. In fact, didn't really have to give up that much. I don't think to take him. Without him, I have 6 Notlings and 3 Goblins and the Lineman, Thrower, Gutter Runner, Blitzer, Rat Ogre. Right?
Yeah,
You have skills for everybody. With these guys, I like to dirty player the Lineman because you can take the bribes. It's a great way to kill people.
hmm,
You could fit in Mascot, Apothecary, 3 reroll on top of that, and then skill up your guys as you wish. I put down 2 heads on the Blitzer. I don't know that I would definitely do that, but I think that's really cool.
yeah. I've
It's almost like you have the 2 gutter runners on this team then, but one's 3 strength.
I love horns just because if I'm
One's
blitzing with
great
them,
too. Yeah,
but you've got the rat ogre, so
right.
why
Yeah.
would you blitz with the blitz? I mean, obviously
I
he's
mean,
a
you will when
blitzer,
you're trying to get the ball because
yeah.
he's got the strip ball.
But if he can get into tackle zones better, then go for it.
Yeah, right. Yep. So I like that list a lot, but to fit in Glart Smash Rip, I mean, basically you give up 2 skills. So at this point, I decided I think to fit this guy in, I would do a troll team instead of a rat ogre team because
Huh?
I'd be less likely to blitz with the rat ogre anyway.
Yeah,
And I want the extra skill, so then I don't have to block that guy. I just put guard on the troll because he's just going to be standing around ideally.
that's true.
So that saved a good amount of the money. I did have to go down 1 goblin, so only have 15 players, and I took off 1 bribe. And then you can fit in Glart because he's only 175. So I don't know. To me, this list looks great. I love
Yeah,
it.
and it gives you a
Still have
chance at a
2 player
one-turn
line.
touchdown.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
And you have that too. I mean, you still have it. Like you give that up by not having the rat ogre in a sense, but you
Yeah,
get it right back by having the grab. So
yeah.
or the frenzy from him, whichever one you need. He can do both. Not at the same time,
Right. Yeah, of course.
but you can do either. I should say, not both.
So any other, um, I forgot what type of skills they're called. The devious skills.
Mutation?
Devious.
Oh,
So you said,
any other devious skill? Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I like Lone Fowler. I've used it a
Sure.
couple of times and it's been
Yeah, yeah.
fun.
You might be better. You could be right.
Um,
I think this team isn't the one for that, probably because you just have so many players
yeah,
that you probably won't be fouling by yourself. But I mean, like on maybe a Skaven team or something like that, I could see it being good.
makes sense. Yeah,
Just a team where a guy's more likely to foul by himself.
yeah.
It is really good skill. It looks like anyway. I don't think like current sneaky gets really worth it. I'd rather just have dirty player since I have bribes.
Yeah.
and it's just not as good this edition anyway. A lot of the devious skills I like aren't really on for this team. Like your taunts and your what's the eye gouge and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that with like Skaven linemen here trying to scrum it up.
Right.
That's more of a dwarf move, I feel.
Man, I haven't played against eye gouge, but it just doesn't seem like I would ever take it. Like if it's there, I'll use it, but I would never take it.
No, you're probably right. It would be like maybe on a league dwarf roster where you have lots of skills and you end up with one or two here or there to combo with your guard that you got or whatever.
Yeah, and they're likely to do 1-die blocks where,
Yeah.
you're not normally going to be throwing a 2-die uphill with a other type of person, goblin, snotling, whatever.
Yeah, right. I would never take that on like a goblin and
Right.
hope I'm punching people,
So obviously out of these teams, we know which one I would take because that is the one I am taking.
Right.
Which one would you take?
Oh, this is really tough because I like lots of these teams. In the end, I'd probably say Necromantic just because I think they're the best of these because I liked them when they were even one tier higher. But
yeah.
I probably should be Underworld because they just play the way I like to play, and I really like them in these rules. They look great. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of these teams. Even Chaos Dwarves seems like especially if you're good with Chaos Dwarves, they could be a great part of your team.
Yeah, definitely.
Or squad, I should say.
I wonder if we'll see a lot of Tomb Kings since they're quote-unquote new.
Yeah, I don't know. The newness is just... I mean, I guess they're in the box set. They're like the second newest team in a sense.
Yeah.
And people probably won't play a lot of Bretonnians.
No, I would think not.
I wouldn't imagine.
Maybe some High Elves.
Yeah,
they're brand new.
Think maybe. I don't know. I mean, being tier 2, I think is going to tamp that down a bit.
Yeah, I guess we'll get to that next time.
That's right.
Look at that being a nice segue.
We call that a teaser in the business, Steve.
Oh, it's a teaser. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're just really good at teasing.
Yep.
No satisfaction, just all tease.
I do have that rep.
Anything else we need to talk about or you'd like to talk about?
No, not at all. Just Detroit, I hear, is the town of teasing. I don't know. So come on out to Amorical Cup and experience it.
Okay, I was trying to think if there was something I was missing.
Nah.
Like they get really close to the playoffs, but they just don't go all the way.
Oh, they don't get close.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, if you mean the Lions.
Right. Okay, well, let's not degrade our host.
I am actually a Lions fan. They're like my number one team. But
really?
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I learned that when I was a kid.
That's so sad.
Same name. See?
Yeah.
Right.
Still sad.
It's true.
Hey, well,
we'll get there.
We will be back.
More years.
Yeah. We'll be back next time, whenever next time is.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Thank you for listening to World Cup Report Worldwide. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/WC Report BB. You can email us at worldcupreportworldwide@gmail.com or at worldcupreportbb@gmail.com.